Shalom all, my name is Aaron. I'm with Aydat HaDerekh. I'm with our resident scholar here for the synagogue, and today we're going to have a moment in Halacha, or Halacha. Yes. So the first question, Slade, let's talk about this. Something special happened over this past week. What was that?
Yes, matter of fact, it was Wednesday evening, and we had a Siyyum.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. What's a Siyyum?
Well, actually, it means completion.
Completion.
A completion, yeah, and it usually is followed with a celebration. There's the biggest Siyyum that I know of would be Siyyum HaShas, which is the celebration of the finishing of the complete Talmud, which happens every 2,711 days, because that's how many pages there are in the Babylonian Talmud.
So we read a page a day.
Page a day, yes.
And that's how many?
2,711.
Okay. All right, specific.
Yes, and I try to find out, well, how many pages are there in the Jerusalem Talmud? And there's two different versions, so I stopped at that.
Okay.
So I don't know how many pages there are.
Okay. So we had a Siyyum, a completion.
Yes.
This past week. And which is not uncommon. You finish tractates, you have Siyyums when you finish a tractate.
That is correct.
Okay, and that involves what? What does that involve when you do, is there a celebration of some sort?
Yeah. For us, what we generally do, we'll go out and we'll eat and we'll talk about the tractate that we just learned.
Okay. So, what was so special about this past Siyyum that needs to be noted?
Well, this one we finished Baba Basra, which is the third of the set. First one is called Baba Kama, then we have Baba Messiah and Baba Basra.
Okay.
And together that's 411 pages. So it took well over a year to finish that.
So we did not have a Siyyum in that year?
That is correct. The last time we had a Siyyum would have been, well, actually, no, we would have had a Siyyum 175 days before that. Okay. That's how long it took to get through that third gate. Okay. Now, what's special about that particular date is there's another cycle that we do, and that cycle is called Mishnah Yomis, and we go through 2 Mishnayos every single day.
Okay, and just for those that may not know what Mishnayim or what that is, you're referring to the part of the Talmud called the Mishnah.
Well, it's the Mishnah, that is correct.
Okay.
Now the Mishnah is used in the Talmud, and then you have the Gemara that explains the Mishnah.
Okay.
But Yehuda HaNasi put all the Mishnayos into kind of a very large volume or whatever, and so that we go through that and we read those.
Okay.
But what's special about that particular Wednesday is we had Baba Messiah that finished on Wednesday evening, and then we had Baba Messiah for the Mishnah that finished on the very same day. And from what I've been able to determine that is the first time that has ever happened since doing these daily cycles.
So, okay. So let me get this straight from a simpleton like myself. Okay. So we're talking about, we had this end of the reading of a Mishnah, mm-hmm. and then we had the end of a reading of a tractate of the Talmud or the Gemara, mm-hmm. on the same day.
On the same day. Okay. The same tractate.
Same tractate. Okay.
Yeah. So then on Thursday we started Sanhedrin.
Okay.
Both of them, both for the Mishnah and for the Gemara, or for the Talmud.
Okay. All right, so that's interesting. All right, so to many people that they don't even understand some of that context, and what we're trying to do is explain that to them. And I think you explained it pretty well. So what's the benefit of reading the Mishnah? What's the benefit of reading Talmud?
Well, the benefit of reading the Mishnah is that allows you to have a walk with Hashem, with his Messiah, that is more solid, because we have multiple evidences in the Besorah where the Messiah followed the oral traditions that were handed down from Ezra and before.
And it's plain as day in the Brit Hadashah.
Plain as day.
Okay.
And so then this gives us an opportunity to walk like Messiah, which is the point.
Okay. So reading the Mishnah, or reading the Gemara, or the Talmud in general, doesn't have to be that droll. Doesn't have to be that dull. If you're celebrating after you're reading a tractate, that seems pretty cool to me.
Yeah, and it is. It's always nice to be able to learn. It feels good to get a little bit smarter. It allows us to not just see the law as just a bunch of thou shalt and thou shalt nots. The Talmud gives us the spirit behind the laws, which is as important, or some people would say more important than the law itself.
Oh, wait a second. You know what? We should do a video on that spirit of the law, or I think we'll have another halakhic moment like that. So, everybody, I thought that this would have been a good time to discuss reading the Talmud is so important. You learn a lot from it, and you celebrate with those that read it with you whenever you finish a book. So,
and if you do get into the Daf Yomi cycle, as I said, we have started Sanhedrin, chapter 11. Sanhedrin is one that speaks a lot about the Messiah.
Okay.
So that's coming up in, I think chapter 11 might be like 90 days from now. But, don't start 90 days from now, start now. And then you can learn about why the Messiah is the Messiah when you get to chapter 11 of Sanhedrin.
Oh, that's intriguing. All right, everybody. Shalom.
Good Shabbos.
Hope this was helpful.